You guys may think the Lucid Motors short squeeze or really the everything squeeze is done. That is not the case. We did just get a level 3 short squeeze indication from the Ortex data. We're going to go over what that is because some of you guys may not be aware of what the Ortex data is, as well as talk about the fact that the short holders on Lucid Motors have not covered. This is something that was highly requested that I go over today, and I want to bring that to your guys' attention. As well as that, another tweet from Lucid Motors that is going to cause a lot of excitement tomorrow that could lead this momentum to continue on. Now let's take a look at the volume for the day. We can see the volume for the day is already at 132 million. So we're seeing another very high volume day, something to be very excited about. And also I will show you guys my position because it's a long-term buy and hold for me, but I do have some options trades in this. So let's not waste any time, guys. Hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want more videos like this and whatever stock that will grow your net worth as fast as possible, or just trades in general. Definitely hit that subscribe button. If you guys also want access to all of those trades in real time, whether it's a day trade, swing trade, or long-term investment with stock options and or crypto, check out the link in the pinned comment for the buy and sell alerts. Now, let's get into it. Lucid Motors is up 5.27%. Nothing comparative to what we seen yesterday. A slight pullback down to $37.36 compared to where we were at the beginning of the day. At about $41.60 per share is where we did top out at. This is a great sign. You have to see a small pullback when you're talking about a short squeeze trade, and I think you're going to see a lot of excitement, a lot of momentum coming on Monday due to a lot of things. Obviously the stock the shorts have not covered. The due diligence is going to get spread out in the community and people are going to be very excited about that. But as well as that, Lucid Motors does have the dream becomes a reality tomorrow. Who's excited? Hashtag Lucid Air, the California Dream deliveries. So you're actually going to see these deliveries tomorrow, as well as that you do have another, where is it at? There's an event, the Dream Drive event. So that's going to cause a lot of excitement as well. So something you guys should definitely keep on your radar is what's going to come out on that event and how deliveries are taken. If media starts to talk about it more, financial media, that will just give more attention to the stock. So I think following through on Monday, you're going to see another bullish reaction. Now let's go over the whole short situation. Shorts have not covered, and this right here, this is the alpha trading signals for Lucid Motors. You can see today, it says date today, short squeeze type 3. It says buy available in 4 days, the mean return of about 11.83%. So that is what they have returned in the past, and this is a level 4.5 star short squeeze. And last time this happened, they did return about 9%, and we've only had 2 of these. So you're definitely going to see a lot of momentum still with Lucid Motors. I don't think this is over due to the fact the shorts still have to cover. And obviously after this move, if we do go higher and break out past 40, in my opinion, that's where you really see the shorts get squeezed out of their positions and be forced to cover. So let's just give this a second to load. We're looking at 8.37% short interest of free float. Still 45.42 million shares that are sold short. And you guys can see right here, return shares of 0 on the day. So this can either mean shorts covering, which obviously there's 0 shares returned back today, or from the free flow on loan that are shares that hedge funds institutions have took out on loan that have been returned back to these return shares, but they have not actually sold them short. That is the free flow on loan. So I like to look at the difference between the short interest and the free flow on loan, which that does line up, like I said, short interest of free flow at 8.37% compared to the free flow on loan at 8.77%. There's not too much difference between these two numbers, only about 0.4%. So you can see some shorting happening, but nothing relative to, the price action and the volume that we are seeing. It really wouldn't even make a difference, and you guys would probably not even know. And 45.42 million shares is a decent amount of shares that are sold short, and relative to the volume that we've seen in the past on Lucid Motors, which has been very low, in between lows of about 10 million for volume and highs of about 50 million in volume. Nothing compared to what we seen yesterday at 377 million for volume, but still 45 million shares need to be covered, and that is not going away. We break over $40, that's where you're going to see those forced share recalls, and you're going to see the shorts be forced to cover in massive numbers. Now the cost to borrow, we're going to see that start to go up as it's going to be more risky to take on short positions or to hold these short positions. Cost to borrow minimum of 1.47%, cost to borrow average of 1.51%, cost to borrow maximum of 2.32%. It could be higher, could be lower for any given hedge fund or institution. But point is here, guys, the shorts have not covered. So there is that ammo with the whole, short squeeze that is not actually played out, and we're seeing that kind of reflected in the stock price, still up 5% as we currently speak. So definitely a lot of ammo to continue to go higher. As well as that, we do have a lot of options that are just out of the money, and the volume on these is still insane. And just so you guys know, yesterday there was 2.2 million contracts that were traded on Lucid Motors. By far the number one traded stock as far as options are concerned. So you're seeing a lot of activity, you're seeing a lot of hedging by the market makers. Even right now, currently, for tomorrow at the $40 strike, you've already seen 95,000 for volume on the day, about 14,200 of open interest, 5,600 for open interest at the $38 strike. At the $39 strike, you're looking at 3,000 for open interest. And I definitely think a close over $40 is possible and probably probable once we do get closer to the end of the day. And if we do see this dip like we're seeing, and we do see that continued just slow creep up, that's going to be your best case scenario, and that is really what I'm expecting and what I think is going to happen. Now, I do have some trades on this that will go against me over $42, but we will talk about that in 1 second. Overall, like I said, shorts have not covered. There's a lot of buying power that still needs to go into the stock, a lot of option activity that you guys definitely need to be made aware about that could still sustain this rally and keep continuing to make us go higher. Now let's go over the technical analysis with Lucid, and then let's take a look at my position, and that is going to wrap up this video. So like I said, we hit $41.60 per share and did come down. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this $40 level, which I did indicate in the last video. This is going to be somewhat of a resistance level. If we cross above that, $33 per share is going to be our support level. So I do think worst case scenario, we come back down to $33 and then we shoot well past 40. Best case scenario, we go from here where we're currently at $36.81. We may come down a little bit and then continue to melt back up over 40, and then you see a big rally over 40. A lot of volume on the day, a lot of price action. It's going to be very volatile, a lot of opportunity here. But that is really what you guys need to know. As far as moving averages, let's go ahead, put that in 50-day, 200-day, and that is marked right there. So we are well above that. The 200-day is at $24.61. The 50-day is at $23.49 per share. So that is definitely a great sign. Well above that, meaning just the whole situation here is incredibly bullish. Watch to see if we can at least hit 250-300 million for volume. That will be a good step in the right direction. If we get an announcement over the weekend, more excitement coming on Monday, if we can see another equivalent volume day to what we seen yesterday at 377 million, or even closer to 400 million for volume, or if the shorts do start to cover, you're going to see that huge increase to the upside, and I do think that is likely to happen. There's definitely more room for this thing to fly. So that's really all you guys need to know. We're in unprecedented, uncharted waters ever since we did come down from $64 pretty much all the way down to about $30 per share. We're in unprecedented water. A lot of momentum, a lot of hype around this. And like I said, a lot of opportunity. Now, let's talk about my position, up $408 today, 3.92%. Total return of $4,630 per share, up about 72%. In total, average cost $21.46 per share, 300 shares. This is 25.36% of my portfolio, just because it has went absolutely bonkers, and it's now, a quarter of my portfolio, which is crazy. And total return of negative 200% on these options trades, down about $1,300. It doesn't actually affect me until we do go over $42. So I'm not actually losing this money in my portfolio until we go over $42, because I do have February 18, 2022 $42 calls. I did sell 3 of them, and I sold them way too early before this rally actually did happen for $215 a piece. So I collected $645. Now to close these out, I would have to buy these back at $645 a piece. So I am simply not going to do that. Hopefully we remain above or under $42. If we remain under $42 by this expiration date, by February 18th, then I won't have to sell my shares at $42 a piece. Worst case scenario, I have to sell all 300 shares at $42 a piece. Now I think by February or even, you know, December, this momentum is going to be gone, and then we will be under $42, and I will be able to let these just expire worthless. So definitely be careful with the options. This momentum is only going to last so long. And if I didn't say it already, I'm not a financial advisor, not a financial planner, or your dad, so I don't know what is going to happen. I'm just providing you guys the due diligence here. So that is really all you guys need to know. The short squeeze aspect of this trade is still alive. It looks like the FOMO is still alive as well. A lot of option activity that can continue to carry us much higher. So drop that like on the video, consider subscribing to the channel, all that good stuff. Like I said, if you guys want access to all of my trades in real time, link down below in the pinned comment of this video, as well as a link for Public and Webull. If you guys are not signed up with them, definitely recommend you guys do that. That is all for this video. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.